And God said, in Genesis 1:6, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the waters from the waters. On day 2, God doesn't create new waters. The water is already there. Instead, he places something between it, a firmament, an expanse, a heaven. Water above, water below, same water, different position. And for the second time in creation, God divides. But this time, it's different. On day 1, God separated light from darkness, opposites. On day 2, God separates water from water. Same substance, just given 2 different places to belong. When most of us think about creativity, we think about addition. A new idea, a new opportunity, a new resource, a new breakthrough. But on day 2, before anything grows, before anything can multiply, before dry land appears, God separates. He takes something that was once together and gives it distinction. The waters above, the waters below. Same source, different assignment. Before God reveals purpose, he establishes distinction. So again, before day 2, the waters existed, but they had no distinction. There was no waters above and no waters below. It was just water. But then God speaks. And suddenly, what was once together is no longer occupying the same space. The waters above become part of the heavens, and the waters below remain beneath. The substance doesn't change. The position does. And because the position changes, the role changes. The waters above will participate in the heavens, and the waters below will eventually gather into seas and support life on earth. Same water, different purpose. Not because the water changed, because God positioned it differently. So let's illustrate that. Imagine God is the pitcher, and this is you. When you are born, God pours the potential in you. Same water, different placement. The potential that is placed in you isn't the same potential that is placed on the person next to you. You have a different potential, but you are from the same source. Does that make sense? So let's take it back to scripture. And this is actually where it gets interesting. Almost every single day of creation, day 1, day 3, day 4, 5, and 6, God looks at what he made and says, it was good. But day 2, he doesn't. In Genesis 1:7-8, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. He never said it was good. Not because something went wrong. Not because God was disappointed. But because what he made wasn't finished yet. The separation had happened, but the purpose hadn't. And potential alone is not good yet. Potential needs to become something. It needs a destination, a form, a function. Just because you don't see your purpose yet does not mean God isn't working. So if we go back to the glass, you, with your potential, the potential that God has poured into you, the separation had happened. God already placed the water in you. But potential, again, alone is not good yet. It needs a destination, a calling, a place where your potential will take form. And that's your purpose. So what you have to find is where you pour your potential God has given you. And many of us, we spend our lives trying to become something else. But the water in you was given specifically to you. So it is about what you do with what you have already been given. Day 2 doesn't show water becoming something else. It shows being given an assignment it already had the capacity for. And scripture tells us that we're made in the image of the Creator, So if God works this way in creation, distinction before declaration, positioning before purpose, isn't it worth asking if He works this way within us? It's not, what do I need to become? But what is already in me that hasn't been fulfilled yet? And so this plan is your calling. You can pour your potential into anything. You can pour your potential into someone else's calling. There it goes. You can pour your potential down the drain. There it goes. You can also pour your potential, sorry if you guys can see me. You can also pour your potential into pleasing other people. There it goes. But it's not until you pour it into your calling that you will begin to see the fruits that God has for you. Sorry. Again, it's not until you pour it into your calling that you get to see the fruits that God has for you. So let me ask you, what's the thing in you that feels unfinished? Not missing, but unfinished. Still real, still valuable, just not yet assigned to where it's supposed to go. Maybe it's a gift you've been told that you have, but you don't know what to do with it. Maybe it's a calling that you sense but can't name. Maybe it's something quieter, a soft pull that no one can see. See, Day 2 says that's not failure. That's the waters before they have an assignment. And let's be honest, separation isn't always comfortable. The waters above and the waters below didn't choose to be divided. Sometimes growth requires for us to let go of what's grown comfortable together. Distractions, noise, even good things. So something distinct can emerge. Because creative purpose is not always discovered through addition. Sometimes it's discovered through distinction. Sometimes God separates before He reveals. Sometimes He positions before He explains. Sometimes He creates space before He gives clarity. And the waters above and the waters below didn't understand their assignment yet. But God did. And that was enough. So recognize that we are all from the same source, God. But you have a specific position. And you are filled with potential. And all you have to discern is, where is your calling placed? Thank you.